Why I regret moving into a nursing home. 6 hard truths you must know. At 82, I've learned a lot about life. But there's one decision I deeply regret: moving into a nursing home. At the time, it seemed like the right choice. My family encouraged it, promising I'd have all the care and comfort I needed. I believed them. But once I got there, I realized reality was nothing like I imagined. If you're considering this option for yourself or a loved one, you might feel like it's the safest decision. Maybe you've been told it will make life easier. But before you take that step, I want to share 6 things I wish someone had told me. Life in a nursing home changes everything. And once you go in, getting out isn't as simple as you think. Regret 1. Losing my independence. The biggest shock wasn't the small room, the set meal times, or even the unfamiliar faces. It was losing control over my own life. Before I moved in, I had my own routines. I chose when to wake up, when to eat, and how to spend my day. I could take a walk whenever I wanted, cook my own meals, or sit quietly in my favorite chair with a book. Inside the nursing home, everything ran on a schedule that wasn't mine. Breakfast at a set time, lights out whether I was ready or not. Want to take a walk? You may need permission and someone to escort you. Even choices like what to eat or where felt like privileges, not rights. Once you give up independence, getting it back is almost impossible. You adapt because you have to, but in the process, you start losing yourself. Regret 2. Feeling forgotten. One of the hardest truths is realizing the world outside keeps moving without you. When I first arrived, my family promised to visit often. At first, they did, but over time, visits became less frequent. Calls replaced visits. Holidays were the hardest. Plans changed, and I often found myself sitting alone while others were with their families. It wasn't that they stopped loving me, life just got busy. But when you're not around every day, it's easy for people to forget how much you still need them. Loneliness creeps in, and you start to feel invisible. Regret 3. Losing my sense of purpose. I thought moving into a nursing home was just changing where I lived. I didn't realize I was also changing why I lived. At home, I had responsibilities: watering plants, making coffee, tidying up. Small tasks gave me purpose. In the nursing home, everything was done for me. At first, it felt like a relief. But soon, the days grew long and empty. I saw it in others too. People who had once been full of life now sat waiting for time to pass. Without something meaningful to care for, life starts to lose its spark. Regret 4. Declining health faster than expected. Before moving in, I was doing well for my age. I could still walk, cook, and care for myself. But once inside, I became less active. Meals were delivered, chores were gone, and slowly I moved less. Soon, I noticed my strength fading. Getting up from a chair became harder. My neighbor Alice said, "I feel like I aged 10 years in just a few months." She was right. When you stop using your body, you start losing it. In nursing homes, everything is designed to make life easier. But easy doesn't always mean healthy. Regret 5. Losing privacy and dignity at home. I had my own space. I could close the door, sit in silence, or move freely. In a nursing home, privacy is a luxury. Staff come and go, room checks are scheduled, and many tasks require assistance in using the bathroom or taking a shower. Some people don't even get private rooms, and sharing with strangers can be frustrating. No matter how kind the staff are, it's hard to accept losing dignity. You start to feel like a patient, not a person. Regret 6. Realizing it's harder to leave than you think. When I moved in, I told myself it was temporary. If I didn't like it, I could always go back home. But I was wrong. My house sat empty, difficult to maintain. My children made changes selling belongings, even considering renting out the house. And over time, I became weaker, less confident about living alone. For many, once the home is gone or savings are drained, there's no going back. The nursing home slowly becomes your whole world, and the outside life you once knew fades into memory. Final thoughts. Looking back, I don't regret growing older, but I regret believing a nursing home was my only option. I walked in expecting comfort, safety, and better quality of life. Instead, I found a world that took away my independence, privacy, purpose, and even my sense of self. That doesn't mean nursing homes are all bad. Some people truly need the care they provide. But before making that decision, think carefully about what you're giving up, because once you move in, life will never be the same. If I could do it again, I'd fight harder to stay in my own home, explore more ways to get help without surrendering my freedom, and make sure I truly needed to be there before making such a permanent move. Your routines, your independence, your choices there, worth holding on to for as long as you can.